Forgive me, darling, but I must condemn you to an eternity of oblivion. After night will come day, after winter, spring. But the truth will remain unchanged. A man is a predictable, short-lived creature, and therefore a weak one. Certainly you can come up with many excuses to justify what you're about to do, whether it's jealousy, boredom, or arrogance. Whatever pushes you to take the decisive step from this very moment, you will never be free of fear. You might think that this path is the easiest one to take, but I'm all too familiar with darkness, so trust me when I say that in time it will pull you in so deep you'll have no other choice but to drown. You have made your decision, and you will pay for it. Now, only time will tell if it's already too late for you, Vincent. The question is, what happens next? This is exactly what makes men so weak. In their fleeting vanity, they always seem to fight the wrong demons. Tell me, is this all just a game to you, a source of amusement? Or have you perhaps chosen this path out of necessity? How interesting. Whatever it is you seek, I hope it was worth it, assuming you even had a purpose to begin with. Oh, darling, your thoughts are yet unfledged, but then so are you. Before we finally begin, let me ask you this. If you were given a choice between facing reality with all its hardships and being trapped in a pleasant, everlasting dream, what would you do? Well, then so it shall be.
Come on.
What the? What did she do to me? Am I dead? This doesn't exactly look like purgatory. Where the hell am I?
Is anyone there?
Hello?
Thank goodness. I thought I would die here. Can you let me out of this bloody thing?
Yeah, but it won't open without a key.
Oh, that's just marvelous. This cuckoo bastard really meant it when he said he wanted to get rid of me. Can you get the key from him, pretty please? He should be somewhere near, working on this blasted machine of his.
Sure, I'll look for it. Hang in there.
Yes, thank you. This lunatic should be somewhere around here. You'll easily recognize him. Look for a huge machine made out of junk, but be careful. He's nuts.
All right, I'll talk to this guy. Do you have a moment?
Who are you? I've never seen you before. Did you come from the sky? Did our goddess finally recognize my talent?
I don't think so. I just want the key that opens that cabinet. Can you give it to me?
Then don't waste my precious time! I need to finish the helicopter as soon as possible. But I can't find a rudder.
If I find you a rudder, will you give me the key?
I'll think about it. I really need this rudder, though.
I'll get going.
Off you go.
What a freak. I wonder if he was talking about the woman I saw at that house. That's the rudder that weirdo needs for his helicopter. Now I need to figure out how to take it away from this creepy bird.
Did you just call me creepy?
Excuse me?
What's with that look on your face? Scared much?
Am I really talking to a bird right now?
How rude. First of all, I am not just a bird, I am a raven, a proud and clever creature from the Corvidae family. So show some respect. It is not my true form, of course, but I lost my human image a long time ago.
Okay, I guess I am talking to birds now. Farewell.
Goodbye.
What now? Did you finally get my rudder?
No, but I found it.
Oh, really? Well, where is it then?
A huge raven over there has your rudder.
Daddy? I knew that pretentious joke of a poet was going to try to interfere with my plan. What are you waiting for? Go get it!
You need this rudder, so you go get it yourself.
You can't rely on anyone these days. Can you? Whatever. Eddie had it coming for him anyway.
Yes.
Free at last! Nice to see that I was saved by a handsome young man. Together we will be invincible. By the way, I'm Nikolai, but you can call me Nick. And you are?
Vincent.
All right, Vincent. Shall we start?
Great. Another lunatic.
You didn't have to hurt my feelings like that, you know. Maybe you're not looking for a friend, but I'm proposing something better. A way to escape this place. Let's get out of here, and I will answer all your questions. I'm sure you have plenty.
I guess I don't have a choice. Fine. Lead the way. How convenient. I hope he didn't need that. Maybe this cable car will get me out of this junkyard. Let's get out of here. Now, will you tell me what's going on?
I'll try to keep it short. You did something to upset Beatrice, didn't you? Well, the thing is that she's an ancient and powerful witch. So she sent you here, to a place where she throws away stuff she doesn't need or people she can't stand. It exists in some kind of a weird loophole or whatever, so nobody can get in or get out of here themselves. Also, time works differently here, so nobody ever dies. At least not physically, if you know what I mean.
So, people don't age here.
It's just your soul that gets wrinkled, not your face.
That's not too bad. What happened?
Oh, it happens all the time. What do you think this bucket of rocks is here for? The thing is, this place brings out the worst in people, and when they give in to their vices, which we all have plenty of, they begin to transform in different ways.
Yeah, I already talked to a bird. Is this why you have ghost legs?
Bingo! Some of us get used to the changes, but I don't fancy becoming an actual ghost at all. And the worst part is that you can't predict these things. It just happens, or doesn't. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Because I haven't. Isn't that weird? Maybe they're sacrificing them to some pigeon god. But then, why haven't they all died out? Questions, questions. What did you do to piss off Beatrice?
I tried to steal some fancy necklace from her. Thought she was just a lonely crone with a fortune, not an actual witch.
Why would you do that?
I'm a thief. That's what I do.
Well, you better not steal anything here. Don't forget what I told you about this world bringing out the worst in people.
This is ridiculous.
Come on, these are just sheep.
How rude. Let's go, Philip.
You were saying something about getting out of here.
Oh, right. I already told you that nobody can get in or get out of here themselves. But there is, in fact, a way to summon Beatrice and graciously ask her to let us both out.
Keep talking.
A long time ago, Beatrice left a spell to the first inhabitants of this world, which allowed them to summon her. But humans are greedy bastards, so everybody wanted to have it for themselves. In the end, they tore it into pieces, and each of them took one. Everyone thinks it's just a legend. But I know the spell exists. We just need to get all 7 pieces. That's funny! I could have crossed this ravine without the cable car. I keep forgetting that I can fly, you know?
No, I don't. Alright, so what's the catch?
There's no catch. You see, I'm not very well liked here for a completely unknown reason, given my charming nature. Also, my semi-ghost situation keeps getting worse. That's why I need your help. Are you in?
I'm in.
I knew you were the one to get me out of here.
Oh, and one more thing. Does this place have a name or something?
Ah, sure. It's called Whateverland.
Whatever. What?
Whateverland!
Did he just...
Yeah, he did.
We should help him.
Sure. Why not? His shack is right under the bridge. Ah, my dear Francois, when are you going to give up trying?
Nick, there you are. I haven't seen you in weeks.
Did you miss me?
You wish. Who's that with you?
This is Vincent. He just got here, so don't mind this whole lost puppy look. Vincent, meet Fida, the owner of this place and the most charming lady in Whateverland.
Charmed. I'm sure I don't look like a lost puppy, Nick.
You do, actually. But not like a sad, beaten dog. At least your face doesn't make me want to adopt you.
Right, but I quite like this low-key, angry puppy look. You could say I already adopted him.
No, you didn't. I'm not a dog.
Yet.
If you don't mind, I'll leave you to discuss your relationship alone. I have other customers. The ones that actually pay. Don't think I forgot that you owe me, Nick.
But they're not your favorites, are they? Vincent, let's get to the table, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Lucky you! Wait! Stop! What do you think you're doing?
If I see a bug, I instantly want to swat it. Is that a problem?
You really need to get a hold of yourself, Vincent. These are the book ashes. A long time ago, they built this fancy prison for us. But we're friends now, and these particular ones have chosen you.
Have chosen me.
You heard me. They are your team now. Judging by the look on your face, you're not a teamwork kind of guy, but don't fret. They're professionals.
Professionals at what?
At playing Bell and Bones, obviously. You could say that it's a game we play here, but it's not just a game. It's an essential part of any Whateverlander's daily existence. Here, let me show you. By the way, here's the city map. You certainly need it more than I do.
But how are we going to find the pieces of that spell you mentioned?
Easy! There are 7 pieces total. So, we need to convince 7, or rather 8 people to give their piece to us. That's it.
And you know who these people are?
Vincent, who do you think I am? I wouldn't have asked for your help if I didn't know where to look. Let's see. We have Van, the twins, Umaru-san, Alan, Oswald, Lewis, and of course, Ernest. I marked the places where they usually hang out on your map.
All right, let's get going.
Ready when you are.
Whateverland radio. I wonder, how does the whole thing with waves work here?
What waves? I see no waves.
I mean the radio waves, dumbass.
The radio has waves?
Do you not know how radio signal works?
Why, with magic, obviously. And I refuse to believe anything else.
Oh God. I'll explain it to you later.
Hello? Is that you?
What?
So, who are you then?
It's Vincent, the new guy. I need to talk to you.
Vincent, the new guy? I think I heard about you. What do you want then?
I just want to talk. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think I can let you in.
Nick, can you talk to her?
Alan, dearie, can you just let us in, please? I promise we'll be on our best behavior.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right, Vincent. Let's hear what you have to say.
Before you say anything else, please tell me you're an expert at fixing radio towers.
Sorry to disappoint, but no, I'm not.
That means I'm totally, irrevocably screwed. Whatever. I'm Ellen Ein, the proud host of the only radio station here in Whateverland.
Never heard of any radio here.
That's because the tower is broken, dummy. Otherwise, you'd hear my voice practically everywhere. It would haunt you in your sleep by now.
That's creepy.
Good. Before you start talking about why you're here and all that, I have a question to ask.
What is it?
Can I call you Vinny?
You absolutely cannot.
Sad, but expected.
Can I?
Don't you dare.
Oh, okay, Vinny. Totally worth it.
Oh, definitely.
What happened to the radio tower?
Do I look like I know? It's not working, that's all I can say for sure. And no one has seen Harold since he banished himself to the junkyard. I can't believe anyone would ever want to go back there.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
I know, right? When I first got here, it was nothing but a cold, dark wasteland. No way I'm ever going back there. Besides, he's supposed to help me with the tower, not play with that useless half-rotten toy.
Come on, leave a man his hobbies.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm looking for the pieces of the spell that summons Beatrice. Nick mentioned you had one of those.
And he's totally right, I do. It's just, I don't get why would anyone want to summon that old hag. The only good thing that she ever gave us were the book ashes. These guys are cute, but that's it. Other than that, she's completely useless.
We want to get out of here. As simple as that.
Do you really believe she'll let you out? A pigeon is more likely to fly out of Nick's ass than for anyone to get out of Whateverland.
I'd look at that.
Hey, that would be most inconvenient.
Come on, guys, you have to be realistic. Anyway, I would love to give it to you, I really would. But desperate times call for desperate measures, so...
Let me guess. I'll have to fix the radio tower for you first, right?
Bingo! Don't get me wrong, I really don't want to take advantage of the situation, but that's how it works in Whateverland. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Fine, I'll look at it, but let's skip the scratching part.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't abandon a woman in need of some brute force. Or whatever it is that can fix that thing.
I'll look around.
Sure, just don't touch anything.
Why do cats love these so much?
Do you have any idea how to fix a radio tower?
Not a single one. Do you?
Nope. Wait! Alan mentioned an instruction Harold left here somewhere. I'm sure it will make our lives easier.
Or confuse us even further.
Or that.
So, you're a singer, huh?
Can you forget you heard anything? Please.
I think you're very talented.
And now you're making fun of me. That's just great.
I mean it, Ellen.
Wow, if that's true, then you just made me a lot happier. Really.
You know what? I think you should record a song.
Well, not gonna lie, I have thought about it, but if I'm in the studio, who'll do all the technical stuff?
Nick, obviously.
Me?
That's right. You're a natural, remember?
Do I remember? Why, of course. With your remarkable voice and my technical prowess, it will be a masterpiece, no doubt.
Will you really do this? For me?
It'll be an honor for both of us. Your voice must be heard by the people of Whateverland.
What he said.
Okay, let's do this.
Stay with me or leave me be. Leaving home behind never felt quite right. Oh, lost my name, the switch to blame. Feeling so alone, playing bell and bonds now. Stay with me or leave me be.
Poor Ellen. Did you really have to lie to her?
Oh, come on, that was funny.
I admit, it was quite amusing. But still, well, let's just hope she will never get the idea to sing on air.
I wouldn't worry too much. The radio is still broken, remember?
You are evil. And brilliant. Alright, let's get going.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I can't let you pass without an invitation.
Actually, Louis personally invited me to his lounge.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he... Why am I even bothering to answer?
Okay, maybe he didn't, but I need to talk to him.
Yeah, of course you do. Everybody wants something from Mr. Lewis, but no invitation means no entry.
We need to figure out a way to attract his attention.
Got any ideas?
Not really. How about we ask the band?
Welcome to our cave, stranger.
And who are you guys?
We're the Duck de l'Omelette, the best local jazz band. I'm Mo, and these are my dudes, Joe, Poe, and Lenny.
Lenny? Seriously?
Yeah, he just likes to be special, you know. Those damn drummers.
Why aren't you playing?
We don't have a guitarist. Francois got into one of his moods again and just left. Now Louis is pissed at us. I knew we shouldn't have let him join the band.
I saw him jump off a bridge recently. Not sure he's coming back to you.
Well, that's too bad. Anyway, we need someone to play the guitar, or else we can't go out on that stage.
Any idea how I can get Louis's attention?
Why?
Why what?
Why do you want to get his attention?
Why not?
I don't know. He's Scary. There is a way. He usually comes out when the band is playing really well, or when someone dares to play something other than jazz. Then he'll definitely notice. But we only play jazz anyway, so that's out of the question.
Well, shit.
Actually, I can play guitar.
Really?
Why are you surprised? I am a ghost of many artistic talents.
And a very humble one, at that.
I used to play the lute when I was younger. And of course, I have a perfect ear for music, which is not surprising at all. So, how about we play together?
That's not the worst idea ever. There's a guitar in the closet. Go get it so we can practice a bit.
Hey, Vincent.
What is it?
Do you have a plan? Or am I supposed to improvise?
Actually, there is something I want you to do. I want you to get on that stage and go crazy.
Crazy?
Yes, crazy.
I know what crazy means, Vincent. I mean, what exact level of crazy do you need?
Extra.
What can I say? You came to the right man. I will give you extra crazy.
Don't get too comfortable. You have a job to do.
Phew. Couldn't you have done it any faster? I'm all sweaty.
Hey, I was doing the hard part.
Whatever. They can't hate me any more than they already do. At least you got that spell.
Yeah, whatever.
You have zero appreciation for my efforts. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Is it? Oh, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Or is it?
I'm not doing this right now.
Oh, Vincent, you're no fun.
Oh, thank God you're finally here.
Here to do what exactly?
To fix the ventilation system, of course, and you better hurry. Can't you see I'm suffocating here?
That's definitely not why I'm here. Plus, I know nothing about ventilation systems, so...
Oh dear, have I been cursed? What did I do to deserve this never-ending suffering? Does the universe want me to drown in sweat or boil like a pig in a pan?
You do kind of look like a pig. Just a tiny little bit.
You think this is funny, don't you? Mock me all you want. At moments like this, I always recall my mother's wise words.
Please don't bother telling me.
You wouldn't understand it anyway.
Can't you fix it yourself?
Are you out of your mind? These delicate hands were not made for plebeian labor. Zachary was supposed to do it, but he betrayed me in my most vulnerable moment. And it's hot in here, so very hot.
The ventilation would be fixed already if you stopped whining for a second and got your royal ass off the couch.
Have you come here just to torment me? If that's the case, then save your breath. I haven't stood up in decades, and I'm not planning to anytime soon. I'm perfectly fine where I am. But thank you for calling my ass royal. Of that I quite agree.
And who's Zachary?
He used to be my loyal servant. His family's been working for mine for generations, but he turned out to be a filthy traitor, leaving me helpless in this heat. Well, not actually leaving. He's probably in the kitchen.
Maybe he just doesn't want to be a servant anymore.
Or maybe he's just an ungrateful peasant with a destructive gambling addiction. But what do I know?
Gambling addiction?
Oh, yes, and a nasty one at that. He even lost my father's watch to some dirty fisherman. That was before we got trapped here. Zachary used to play cards then, and now he's crazy about this B&B game. Gambling should be considered a deadly sin of its own, I swear.
That sounds serious.
Because it is. Thankfully, I hid all the valuables he hadn't got his hands on yet. I sometimes marvel at my own cleverness.
And, where did you hide it?
Nice try, young man.
Well, I had to try. How long has the ventilation been broken?
Let's see, 15, 18... It's been about 27 years. This is pure torture. Even Dante couldn't have imagined a circle of hell as dreadful as this.
You know, the Divine Comedy actually said something about being stuck in a flaming tomb, guarded by the Furies.
Nikolai, are you suggesting I haven't read Dante? I mean, you'd be quite right, but now that you mention furries, I'm quite curious. Perhaps I should read it if I don't drown in my own sweat sooner.
Ever thought about leaving the house?
I like people with a sense of humor. Unless you weren't joking, but let's pretend that you were.
I should go.
I'll be here for now.
Who the hell are you? Oh, hi, Nick.
Zachary, I haven't seen you in a while.
I never wanted to see you ever again, but whatever. And you I've never seen before. Whatever. I don't really care who you are. What do you want?
I have to fix your ventilation system, so your master gives me his piece of the spell. Any idea how I can do that?
Just head to the attic. The vent is up there. I haven't touched it in years, so hopefully it is not rotten. Also, if you see Pipsqueak, don't freak out. Tell him I said hi. And for the record, he's not my master. Not anymore.
Maybe you could just tell me where Van keeps the spell.
And why would I do that?
Because he's not your master anymore. Or am I wrong?
You have a point. All right, but if I tell you, you have to promise me something.
What is it?
He's probably got some valuable stuff locked along with the spell. Jewels, trinkets, this sort of thing. There's no use for you here, but I could do so many things with them.
And what if I want it for myself?
Then you get no help from me.
Fair enough.
Good. Van keeps his stuff inside a cuckoo clock in the living room. It's easy to spot, but the lock is too fancy for me, and you'll have to get rid of Van first.
What's so fancy about that lock?
You'll see.
Goodbye.
Fine, whatever.
Squeak, squeak.
Do you expect me to play along?
Maybe. I don't know, man. Do you wanna?
Nope.
Good. Yeah, let's not do that, man. So, why are you here? You're not Zachary, and he's like the only one who's ever been up here.
Hey, is there a way to, neutralize Van somehow?
Why do you ask, man?
I need to take something from him, but I can't do that while he's in the room. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it, all right. What can I say? You came to the right man. I know, just the thing you need. So, you seen them gas cylinders over there, yeah? I use that stuff to fly around town when I need to. But, the gas in there is multi-purpose.
Are you, suggesting I poison Van?
No, man, no. Not poison. Just make him fall asleep for a while. He can't die here, so it's totally safe, I think.
Thanks, Pip. I'll think about it.
Sure, man. Anything to piss that slob off.
I'll get going.
See you, man.
Now I can put in the gas cylinder and lead the pipes to the living room.
So, you dragged Van and cracked his family relic.
Yeah, and you were there too.
Oh, really? Thanks for clarifying. Didn't notice myself there.
You worry too much. What's important is that we got his piece of the spell.
You're probably right. Okay, let's go.
What can I do for you, stranger?
I'm here for the piece of the spell that summons Beatrice.
What spell? I know nothing about no spell, but I can give you some rabbit food instead.
Nick?
Come on, Oswald. We need the spell that Beatrice gave to the original Whateverlanders so they could summon her. Does that ring any bells?
Wait, I think I remember now. Yeah, I definitely had it. You know, I'd just hand the piece to you right now, but I already gave it away.
What? Why?
Please don't scream at me. I hate loud noises, and you're scaring the rabbits. Anyway, I used that spell as a cushion for Bridget before the lovely cat lady offered me an old cushion from one of her cats. Obviously, I needed to give her something in return, so I just got rid of that useless scrap of paper.
This is brilliant. Where can I find her?
She lives very close to the library. The name's Claudia.
I still can't believe you were stupid enough to just give the spell away for nothing.
Were you even listening? Now Bridget has a lovely cushion to rest on. And insults won't bring you closer to your goal, just so you know.
Of that I quite agree.
Farewell.
Wait, I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
5 of my rabbits were scared off by that filthy black cat and ran away. If you find them, please, bring them back to me.
What will I get for helping you?
For that, I will give you the most valuable thing I own. A key that opens any lock, but can be used only once. How does that sound?
I could definitely use that.
Exactly. You never know when you'll need a key that opens any door. Goodbye.
Hello, dear boys. Care to join me for a cup of chamomile tea?
No, thank you. I'm here to ask you something.
All right, Sugar Plum. What do you need, then?
I'm looking for a piece of the spell that you got from Oswald.
The spell? Is it something important?
Not really. I just need it for my paper scrap collection.
Oh, then I have something for you. Here, a recipe for my famous pumpkin pie.
Thank you, but what about the spell?
I remember Oswald giving me something like that. He said it was valuable, so I exchanged it.
What? Are you serious?
Are you sure you don't want that chamomile tea? You seem tense. Anyway, I gave that spell you're looking for to a sweet young man who used to help me with the cats.
Can you be more specific? What's his name, and where can I find him?
I don't recall his name, and I have no idea where he lives. But I heard he plays with the band at Louis' Jazz Club. A very nice boy, if only a little grim. Not like you, though. Just sad. Wears a horrible sweater. I think I should make him a new one.
A grim guy in an ugly sweater. Got it. Goodbye.
Bye, honey.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, do you know Claudia? The cat lady.
Of course I do. Why'd you ask? Are her cats alright? Did I do something wrong?
What? No, I never said you did anything wrong.
Right. I'm so sorry. You just have this serious look on your face, and I always assume I did something wrong. Just in case.
What's wrong with my face?
It's... no offense, but it creeps me out a little. It's like you're trying to dissect my soul with your eyes.
Oh, well, this is just how my face works, I guess.
Yeah, he always looks like he's trying to drill a hole in your brain with his death stare. Don't take it personally.
Actually, I only use my death stare on you, Nick.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You really shouldn't be. Let's get back to the point. Claudia told me that she gave you the piece of the spell that's supposed to summon Beatrice. Do you still have it?
The spell? Oh, yes, I think I do. She gave it to me last time I came to play with her cats.
And do you need it?
No, I don't.
So, can you give it to me?
No, I can't.
Of course you can't. Why would I even think anything else?
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I really want to give it to you, but it's locked in the box Beatrice got me when I just came here, along with my other things. It's right there, on the table. The problem is, I can't remember the passcode.
You can't remember the passcode to your own box? How is this even possible?
I'm really sorry. That's not the only thing I can't remember. You see, I've always had these memory issues. But when Beatrice sent me to Whateverland, it became so much worse that I'd wake up with no memory of my life before I got here. At first, I wanted to forget. But Beatrice told me that I must remember why I ended up here. That I must relive these memories every day for the rest of eternity. I recorded everything on tapes, but kept forgetting them everywhere. I left clues on each tape so that I could find the other ones. But I lost the last one after jumping off that bridge. Now I can't remember anything from my past life, including the code.
I don't have time for this. Do you mind if I just crack it open?
Well, I suppose I can't stop you, can I? Sure, go ahead. Just please don't break it. But in case you decide to look for the tapes, you should have this. It might help.
wonder what was on those tapes Francois lost. It sounded like they were very important to him.
We got the spell. I don't really care if he remembers his past or not.
Wow. Okay. Right. Forget it, Vincent. I think we better move on.
Why can't you just give up? If you really expect me to let you paint my side of the living room pink, then you're even more stupid than I thought, sister. But why? You never had any taste anyway. Because it's pink. It's pretty. You know I hate pink. You hate all pretty things. So what? That's not true. You know I'm right. You just can't admit it. I guess liking pretty things also means having a pearl for a brain. Isn't that right, sister? Why do you always have to be so negative? You're ruining my aura. Then go back to your pretty room with your pretty things. You don't get to tell me what to do. As a matter of fact, I am going back to my room, but certainly not because you told me so. I am my own woman. Sure, sweetie. Don't worry your pretty little head. Get that, you petty old bitch! You'll pay for that, sister!
What was that?
I never said it was going to be easy.
Greetings, gentlemen. May I help you with something?
I'm Vincent. And you are?
Jeeves. Nice to meet you, Vincent.
Do the sisters have some kind of a safe where they keep precious stuff?
Oh, yes. There's a safe hidden somewhere in the gallery. They made that safe together in a different, more peaceful time. Rose designed the lock, and Lily built the whole thing. It's truly remarkable, I must say.
I'm sure it is. And, where's the gallery, you say?
Oh, right there, behind that ugly-looking curtain. Wait, I don't think I was supposed to tell you all that, was I now?
Probably not.
You see, it's a long-time problem of mine. I have a very hard time keeping quiet. My chattiness may even have caused some quarrels between the twins.
Don't worry. You did nothing wrong.
If only I was so sure about that, young man.
I'll get going.
Farewell.
Hi. Have you seen a safe somewhere here? Yes, that's the one. Can you show me where it is? Okay, so I have to help you reach the princess. Deal.
Congratulations, you got the spell. Or should I say you stole it?
Do you have a problem with that?
No, not really. But it would have been nice to help the sisters out, no?
Well, maybe if they both weren't so damn annoying.
All right, I get it. So, shall we move on?
Gladly.
Hey, do I know you? You look familiar.
I guess I'm getting quite famous around here.
Your reputation precedes you, that's true. And not in a good way. No, you do remind me of someone. Turn your head to the left, will you?
How about no?
That grumpy face make you look even more like him. You have the exact...
Wow. Actually, that does...
All right.
What can you recommend on the menu?
Nothing.
Really? There are at least a dozen empty plates in front of you.
Good to know you're not blind. Still, the food here is horrible. I haven't had a decent ramen in more than a century.
That sounds horrible, really.
It is.
Goodbye.
Whatever.
Welcome to Uzu Ramen. What can I get you?
Do you know that woman wearing a mask?
Do you mean Umaru-san? I wish I didn't. But she comes here every day. I've never heard a single good word from her about my food. And yet, she keeps ordering.
Goodbye.
Be careful out there.
Yes?
I'm looking for the spell that summons Beatrice. I heard you had a piece of it.
You heard right. But I'm not a charity.
If you don't give your piece to me, I can always steal it.
Right, sweetie. Go ahead.
If I cook you the perfect ramen, will you give me your piece of the spell?
If you do that, I'll even give you a kiss. Don't worry. I'm not going to kiss a thief like you. Not my type, anyway. If your ramen is at least half as good as the one I had back then, the spell is yours. I don't even know why I kept it all these years. Probably to piss off Ernest.
What about Ernest?
He once sent his men after...
So?
Because Ernest...
But how did you get rid of his...
I bit off one of the...
I think I...
Good. Now...
Goodbye.
Whatever.
Hello again.
What's Omara-san's problem with your, ramen?
That woman is insufferable. She wants special ramen made with gold and tuna. I'm not sure it even exists here in Whateverland. But even if it did, I'd never make it for her.
Why not?
Because who puts tuna in ramen, even if it's golden?
Actually, I'd try that.
Of course you would. Feel free to use my kitchen if you decide to make that weird tuna ramen for her. The recipe should be near the stove. Oh, and don't put any kind of alcohol in it, or she'll pass out.
Got it. Thanks for the help.
I'm just curious to see what's going to happen.
Goodbye.
Be careful out there.
What?
Can I take this sake from you, please?
No.
But I really need it.
Everyone needs a good sake, but it is mine. You can only win it in a battle.
Alright, what kind of battle do you have in mind?
The rules are simple. If you want my sake, you must beat me at the bow and the bones.
Let's play.
I didn't expect to lose. Underestimating you made me weak. You taught me a good lesson.
Yes?
Here, try this.
You know, putting sake in her ramen was a low blow. And yet it worked. You even won against Gino, one of the champions. I just hope Umaru-san wakes up soon enough.
I think the owner was happy she finally stopped whining.
Fair point. But I was really curious about that golden tuna. And now I'm in the mood for some sake.
No sake on the job. Why do cats love these so much? So these are the Bell and Bones champs, and I have to defeat them all. Wonderful. Why do cats love these so much?
What's new?
I want to challenge you to a Bell and Bones match.
All right. Let's see what you got.
full of surprises. Now I need to up my game and get a rematch.
Why do cats love these so much? Do you know where I can find Hilda von Elbuck?
Well, duh, that's me. And just call me Hilda. By the way, that name makes me want to puke. Before you say anything else, yeah?
I want to challenge you to a Bell and Bones match.
Awesome! I was bored anyway. I'm sure you just got lucky, that's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello?
I want to challenge you to a Bell and Bones match.
Oh! This is ridiculous. Playing against a weak old lady and even daring to win. You should be ashamed of yourself, young man.
I'm all ears.
I want to challenge you to a Bell and Bones match.
Well, that's interesting. Let's play. And here I stand defeated. Very impressive, Vincent.
Reach for the moon. If you miss, at least you be among the stars.
What?
Excuse me. I just prefer to express myself.
I have to go.
We started with a simple hello, but ended with a complicated goodbye.
State your business.
I have become the second best Bell and Bones player in Whateverland. Will you let me in now?
The leader has heard of your achievements. You managed...
So, can I talk to him?
It depends. Do you have the 6 pieces of the spell? And...
I have the pieces.
Good. Follow.
What do you mean,
I mean,
And you're exactly what I expected.
Good. It means I have style.
Okay. You're not very chatty, are you?
No.
Are you always so serious?
Yes.
Alright, so...
I know why you're here. You want my piece of beer.
Someone has eyes everywhere. I told you.
Here is my offer.
Fine, let's get this over with.
I like your attitude. can't say I'm surprised.
You do realize I just let you win to spare your ego.
That sense of humor won't be of use to you in a prison cell.
Yeah, right.
Did you think I was
Yes?
How naive. Oh God, I knew it wouldn't end well.
Getting all hysterical isn't going to help us, so shut up. How about we reach some kind of agreement?
What do you have in mind?
How about I give you the pieces, and we go our separate ways?
No. You go to this cell.
The spell is yours, but I might still be useful. You can have Nick, though.
I expected you to stab me in the back at some point, but this... I guess I should have seen it coming, but chose to ignore the signs.
I guess you really should have.
I heard a lot about your talents, but I have to decline. I have no use for a traitor like you.
Wait.
And here I am, trapped in a cell with no hope of ever getting out. Marvelous. Just marvelous. And the worst part is, I'm all alone. For eternity at that. Just how fast will I go insane? I don't know. Maybe the madness has already begun to fester.
Nick, is that you?
Oh, you're here too. That's not making it better at all. Especially since you're the one responsible for us being here in the first place.
Really, Nick? You were there too.
Yeah, but I wasn't the one who pissed off Ernest, was I? You could never keep your mouth shut.
And you're the one to talk, huh? Besides, I'm going to get us out of here.
And just how are you going to do that?
Well, certainly not with you whining all the time like you usually do.
Oh, shut up, Vincent.
No, you shut up.
Can you both shut up? I'm trying to sleep here.
Harold?
Is that you?
No, it's Alan. Can't you recognize my pretty voice? Of course it's me, you idiots.
But what are you doing here?
Not much. Sleeping mostly. And if you want to know how the hell did I get here, then it's a pretty short story. My helicopter crashed into a tree. But not a regular tree, mind you. It was Ernest's favorite tree, where he came for self-reflection or whatever. Needless to say, the tree is gone. And here I am.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
And by the way, congratulations! You're now stuck here with me. Forever!
Oh no. I can't stay here. I just can't. This is the worst possible turn of... Now I will spend an eternity in confinement. What could be worse?
A ghost, huh? Then he could easily fly. Yes, just a sorry little ghost. Forgotten.
Oh, this sounds terrible. Is it truly my destiny? Why on earth didn't I ever write my great novel? What was holding me back this whole time?
The fear of acknowledging the fact that you're a mediocre writer, perhaps.
No, stop! It's not like that! It's not like that at all! I feel horrible. How do I make it stop?
Even now, all you can do is feel sorry for yourself. Pathetic.
This is unbearable. I already can't feel my legs. And it's so cold in here, isn't it? Or am I just imagining things? God, I already started to hallucinate. No, no, no! I'm free.
Yes, it worked.
Abusing my delicate nature like that. Vincent, you're a genius.
I know. Are you going to help us or what?
Already on it. Let's see. Voila!
You two are the luckiest bastards I've ever seen.
You bet.
What now?
Now we find a way to get out of here.
Ah, a lock. That shouldn't be a problem for you, Vincent, right?
Let's see. Nope.
Great. Let's open this bad boy.
I mean, nope. I can't crack this one.
What? But you've cracked so many locks before. I saw it with my own eyes.
Calm down, alright? There must be a key that opens this thing.
Well, of course. And you think it's just lying around somewhere, waiting for us to find it.
I never said that.
Actually...
Because guess what? It doesn't.
Well...
Stop panicking. I'm trying to think here.
Oh, goddess. Why did you trap me here with these two idiots?
You have something to say, Harold?
As a matter of fact, I do. I know where the key is.
Hallelujah! Why didn't you tell us sooner?
I tried, but...
Whatever. So, where's the key?
A guard was stupid enough to drop the key into one of those cracks.
I hope you know how to get it out.
I have an idea. We'll make a magnetic fishing rod and draw the key to the surface. Easy. But you idiots will have to find all the parts. I'll need a magnet, a long stick, and a twine.
What if I can't find any of those?
If the three of us are meant to get out of here today, the goddess will surely help. You just have to believe.
Oh boy.
Alright, a magnet, a stick, and a twine. Beatrice, you better help me with that. Hope it's sturdy enough. Excuse me?
Consider yourself excused. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a magnet. Maybe you've seen one?
Well, you're in luck. I happen to have one myself.
Can I borrow it?
Oh, no. But you can exchange it.
Okay, what do you want?
A bottle of nice red wine, please.
You got yourself a deal. Okay, so I need to put the scales in a certain position. But what's going to happen? So, Ernest is an Elvis fanboy. Nice. That could work. Here you go. Looked pretty fancy to me.
Fancy indeed. The magnet is yours.
I actually got a magnet. Wow, maybe Harold has a point. I think I can actually see a key down there.
Good. Now give me a second.
Yes, good job, Vincent.
Hey! I was the one who made the rod. Whatever. At least we got the key.
Let's get out of here, shall we?
Shit. What? Did you forget your favorite lockpick down there?
No, I just realized that we lost all the pieces of the spell.
Oh, yeah, we did do that.
Turns out it was all for nothing.
No, Vincent, I assure you it was not. You'll see.
Unscientific as it may be, I'm inclined to side with the ghost. Now is not the time to give up.
If only I could share your optimism. Is that
Ernest's study?
My, oh my! The dude is fancy!
What are the chances he hid the spell somewhere in here?
High enough, I'd say. But where?
Gentlemen, today is your lucky day!
Doesn't feel like it so far.
Well, it's going to. You see, I know where he might be keeping the spell. Ernest has a safe where he keeps all the important stuff. If the spell is in this room, it's going to be there.
How do you know about the safe?
Me? Why, I made it. Here, look.
Maybe you even know how to open it.
Of course I do. I could open it for you. Sure, but as far as I remember, you're quite big on picking locks, aren't you?
Point taken. Fine, I'll figure it out myself.
Vincent, I think today is our lucky day indeed.
All 7 pieces.
Reunited at last.
And all thanks to me!
Now we just have to get out of here unnoticed.
Well, here's an idea. The window.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what?
So, this is it. We have all 7 pieces of the spell. The question is, what are we going to do with them?
What do you mean? Let's summon that witch.
Yes, I can't believe it's finally happening.
On the first day, they tear down her tightly shut door. Not a single soul cares for her no more. On the second day, fires come dancing alive, to the cheers of a mad and belligerent hive. On the third day, the maiden, skin burning pitch black, drops a scream from her lips that she'll never get back. On the fourth day, faint whispers start gliding the ash, as it rises above like a spell gently hushed. On the fifth day, forsaken, her soul gently quivers, sets a flicker of hope among mindless believers. On the sixth day, their world is destroyed, put asunder, torn apart in the name of a reverent wonder. On the seventh day, lulled by a mystical voice, sheep shall walk into traps and stay there by choice.
On the 8th day, the trapped fools will spell their own end. On the 9th day, at last, she shall fully ascend. Show yourself, Crimson Witch, in the midst of the night. Guide you will the elusive right hand of the light.
Impressive.
Thank you. It seems I've been gone for so long, some people have forgotten it's better not to mess with me. So, Vincent, here you are.
Here I am.
A petty thief who tried to outsmart me and failed.
Hey, I was doing pretty well before you came along and trapped me here.
Oh, yes. And you haven't given up your habits here either. I don't know what else I could have expected from a man who broke into the house of a helpless old woman, however obscenely rich she was. And yet somehow I had high hopes for you, Vincent.
Your hopes aren't my problem.
Indeed. And your well-being isn't mine. How unfortunate that it's totally up to me now, isn't it? I see you didn't come all this way alone. Nick, darling, you didn't think I had forgotten about you?
Forgotten me? Oh, never.
I see you finally managed to fulfill the terms of our little agreement. Isn't that marvelous?
Wait, what? What is she talking about, Nick?
I haven't been completely honest with you, Vincent. I never told you how I ended up here in Whateverland. You see, it happened when I was at my lowest point. I couldn't write, couldn't think. It seemed like life had no meaning at all. So I turned to the occult. And that's how I met Beatrice. She told me that she could take me to a place filled with the most unusual people in the world. All kinds of bastards, wretched souls, outcasts, and just good old freaks. I was ecstatic. A place like this could reignite my lust for life, for writing. But Beatrice had one condition.
What was it?
I had to find someone who would want to get out of Whateverland.
But that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't everybody want to leave?
Oh, Vincent. Have you not talked to the people? Have you not heard how afraid they are of ever leaving?
Actually, a lot of them seem happy here.
Everyone knows of the spell's existence. Everyone could have done the same thing you did. But has anyone made it to the end? When I created this world, I thought it would become a prison, where the vilest of humans would suffer forever, longing for their freedom. But I was too naive. It turned out that for most of them, getting into Whateverland was more of a blessing than a curse. Their former reality terrified them so much that the prospect of living an eternal life in captivity was bliss. So they adapted, as all humans do. Contentment triumphed over freedom. And if Whateverland was ever a prison, then only the most beloved one.
So nobody even tried to get out.
But then you came along.
And you finally found the perfect guinea pig. Isn't that right, Nick?
Ouch. No need to be so judgmental.
You were lying to me this whole time. I think I deserve to be a little bit judgmental.
Well, that's the way it is.
That's all you're going to say?
Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of yours, if you haven't noticed. So it's not like I'm going to apologize.
This is all very cute. But how about we go back to the matter at hand?
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
We sure will.
I hope you realize how reckless it was to summon me. You're practically begging me to go full crime and punishment on you, Vincent.
Nick was right. This world does bring out the worst in people.
Did he really tell you that? Oh, darling, it has nothing to do with Whateverland. It's not dark magic, but merely an absence of boundaries that shows one's true colors. Whatever your reasons may have been, I don't care. You don't deserve a choice, at least not from me.
This sounds bad. Nick, can you talk to her?
Don't look at me. You screwed up. You deal with the consequences. As for me, I'm going to enjoy the real world. Maybe even write a novel about this whole thing. Sell the movie rights and get filthy rich.
Just don't forget to change the names or I might get recognized.
Well, of course. How do you like Bernadette? Sounds witchy enough to me.
No, not that one. Too old-fashioned. How about Brigitte?
It's your choice. Brigitte it is then.
That's cool and all, but what happens to me?
Oh, not much. You'll stay in Whateverland for the rest of eternity and turn into your most authentic self. Sounds very poetic, I know.
My most authentic self? What's that?
Why, let me show you right now.
Wait, no!
Bye, Vincent. See you never. And just like that, Vincent's journey has come to an end. Not much has changed in Whateverland. It's people busy doing all the same things, keeping their secrets and holding old grudges. Van continued to suffer from the heat as well as his own incurable laziness. Except now there's no one left to look after him, for Zachary is still trying to win his money back at the casino. Alas, unsuccessfully. And Pipsqueak still watches the stars, waiting for his old friend to one day return. The twins never learned of each other's true feelings, and the relationship between them grew increasingly worse by the day. It seems old Jeeves has lost all hope to ever see them united again. Umaru-san is still longing for her special ramen, and Ichiraku seems to be running out of patience. About time, if you ask me. Inspired by Vincent's encouragement, Alan decided to perform at Lewis's jazz club. Unfortunately, the performance was not a success, to say the least. Lewis still performs at his jazz club, surrounded by fans and women who adore him, except that every night he's searching for someone in the crowd. His gaze growing ever sadder. Francois never found his tapes, and things began to get steadily worse for him. It wasn't short until he stopped leaving his shack altogether, trapped in his own deteriorating mind. The band failed to find another guitar player, and soon they fell apart. Now that Ernest's plan had failed miserably, and he was turned into a helpless skull, his influence in town had greatly decreased. Some Whateverlanders are still afraid of his gang, but most merely laugh as they look at him now. Well, every dictatorship is bound to fall. You can trust me on that one. Oh, and Harold's dream did come true after all. He became Beatrice's assistant, though it's not clear what the witch needed him for. Maybe she just wanted to make him a little happier. One can never know with her. Vincent suffered the fate of everyone who gives in to their passions in this strange world. He showed no mercy to Whateverlanders, which meant he could not count on the witch's favor. Well, maybe this will teach him a thing or two. At least he's got plenty of time for self-improvement. As for your humble narrator, I found myself face to face with reality with all its quirks and pains. And so far, I have a feeling that it's going to be even crazier than Whateverland.
Nick has nothing to do with it. At least let him go.
I wasn't expecting such altruism from you, Vincent. But you're here because of me, so I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I guess I'm not as hopeless as you thought.
So, this is it. We have all 7 pieces of the spell. The question is, what are we going to do with them?
You know, I don't...
Wait.
Yeah, really.
So, you're not even...
Yep.
Vincent, are you 100% sure?
More like 146% sure.
Okay, that's the end, I guess. Bye, everyone! And just like that, Vincent's journey has come to an end. Not much has changed in Whateverland. It's people busy doing all the same things, keeping their secrets and holding old grudges. Van continued to suffer from the heat as well as his own incurable laziness. Except now there's no one left to look after him, for Zachary is still trying to win his money back at the casino. Alas, unsuccessfully. And Pipsqueak still watches the stars, waiting for his old friend to one day return. The twins never learned of each other's true feelings, and the relationship between them grew increasingly worse by the day. It seems old Jeeves has lost all hope to ever see them united again. Umaru-san is still longing for her special ramen, and Ichiraku seems to be running out of patience. About time, if you ask me. Inspired by Vincent's encouragement, Alan decided to perform at Lewis's jazz club. Unfortunately, the performance was not a success, to say the least. Lewis still performs at his jazz club, surrounded by fans and women who adore him, except that every night he's searching for someone in the crowd, his gaze growing ever sadder. Francois never found his tapes, and things began to get steadily worse for him. It wasn't short until he stopped leaving his shack altogether. Trapped in his own deteriorating mind, the band failed to find another guitar player, and soon they fell apart. Now that Ernest's plan had failed miserably, and he was turned into a helpless skull, his influence in town had greatly decreased. Some Whateverlanders are still afraid of his gang, but most merely laugh as they look at him now. Well, every dictatorship is bound to fall. You can trust me on that one. Oh, and Harold's dream did come true after all. He became Beatrice's assistant, though it's not clear what the witch needed him for. Maybe she just wanted to make him a little happier. One can never know with her. Vincent and I stayed in Whateverland after all. Weird, right? We were trying to get out for so long, and yet both ended up growing attached to this strange place.
Come on, I was just doing my job, which, in case you forgot, is stealing things from people.
Fair enough. And my job is to punish people like you by trapping them here. In case you forgot. Whatever your reasons may have been, I don't care. You don't deserve a choice. At least not from me.
Beatrice, come on. Vincent's not perfect, that's true. But he's not a bad guy. At least, not as bad as you think. Maybe you can give him a chance.
Remind me again why I have to hand out second chances to common thieves.
You can fool him into thinking you're this evil witch who bathes in virgin's blood every weekend, but not me. I know you have some faith in Vincent left in you. I promise you, deep down, he's an okay guy. Plus, he's got really nice eyebrows.
He really does.
Am I supposed to say anything?
Please don't.
All right, Nick. I suppose I can't say no, especially since this is the first thing you've ever asked from me. And besides, there is something I could use Vincent for. You see, this heart has a lock that cannot be opened even with the most powerful magic, or it will stop beating forever. Open it, and I shall grant your wish, whatever it may be.
And what if I fail and the heart stops?
Then Whateverland will be destroyed, and everyone will die.
What? You're joking, right?
Who knows? So you'd better not mess it up, Vincent.
What just happened? Beatrice tricked me? Wait a minute. Not again. Am I officially Indiana Jones now? Is anyone there? Nick? Do I sound like Nick to you? No, I guess you don't. So, are you... me? I don't know. What do you think? I'm hallucinating. That's not entirely impossible. Maybe I'm your evil twin. How does that sound? Unlikely. True. We're both far from evil. Can I ask you something? Sure. Why are we like that, Vincent? Are you going to charge me for a therapy session later? Just answer the question. All right. We're trying our best. I know, but it never feels enough, right? It's not true what Father used to say, you know. We are worth something, and we can change. I'm trying. I really am. I think Mom would be proud of us. You can't seriously think that. She would never be proud of whatever this is. We survived on our own. That's what matters. And done some bad things along the way. True, but maybe that's the best we could do at the time. Ever thought of that? Shut up. Don't worry, I will. But let me remind you something first. Don't forget about Nick. When was the last time we had an actual friend? Come on, I have friends. You know you can't fool me, right? And here I thought I was so good at it. This whole Whateverland thing ended up being pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I guess. I'm glad we had a chance to talk. Me too. Now go. She's waiting.
Incredible! I was almost sure you'd fail, and yet you managed to open it. You really are good at your job, darling. So what is it you wish from me?
I want you to send me back to the real world.
An unexpected choice. Was the dream not as sweet as you thought it would be? You alone know the answer. I shall do as you ask. What about you, my dear friend? Do you wish to leave Whateverland forever, now that you've fulfilled your part of our little arrangement?
I think I'm going to stay here for a while longer. After all, reality is probably very different from what I remember. I'm not sure I belong there anymore.
It's settled then. And Vincent, before we part ways, I want you to remember something. You might think that the journey has ended, but it's only just begun. So stay vigilant wherever it leads you.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Until we meet again, Vincent. Oh, and somebody please wake poor Harold up. I might have a job for him.
And just like that, Vincent's journey has come to an end. Not much has changed in Whateverland. It's people busy doing all the same things, keeping their secrets and holding old grudges. Van continued to suffer from the heat as well as his own incurable laziness. Except now there's no one left to look after him, for Zachary is still trying to win his money back at the casino. Alas, unsuccessfully. And Pipsqueak still watches the stars, waiting for his old friend to one day return. The twins never learned of each other's true feelings, and the relationship between them grew increasingly worse by the day. It seems old Jeeves has lost all hope to ever see them united again. Umaru-san is still longing for her special ramen, and Ichiraku seems to be running out of patience. About time, if you ask me. Inspired by Vincent's encouragement, Alan decided to perform at Louis's jazz club. Unfortunately, the performance was not a success, to say the least. Louis still performs at his jazz club, surrounded by fans and women who adore him, except that every night he's searching for someone in the crowd, his gaze growing ever sadder. Francois never found his tapes, and things began to get steadily worse for him. It wasn't short until he stopped leaving his shack altogether. Trapped in his own deteriorating mind, the band failed to find another guitar player, and soon they fell apart. Now that Ernest's plan had failed miserably, and he was turned into a helpless skull, his influence in town had greatly decreased. Some Whateverlanders are still afraid of his gang, but most merely laugh as they look at him now. Well, every dictatorship is bound to fall. You can trust me on that one. Oh, and Harold's dream did come true after all. He became Beatrice's assistant, though it's not clear what the witch needed him for. Maybe she just wanted to make him a little happier. One can never know with her. In the end, I realized I've grown attached to Whateverland, so there was no point in leaving. Vincent, on the other hand, returned to his old life. Or at least he thought he did.